Hello, welcome back to the channel Guitars for Christ, where you can learn how to play guitar in church. Today I'm going to show you 4 more chords. In a previous video I showed you 3 chords, the chords G, D, and C. These next 4 chords I'm going to show you are very beneficial to learn after you know G, D, and C. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend watching it. Or if you already know G, D, and C, you can just continue watching this video and learn 4 more chords. These 4 chords are A, E, E minor, A minor. So the difference between a minor chord and a major chord, a minor chord sounds sadder. This is A minor. And a major chord sounds happier. That's the only difference. So these 4 chords are technically only 2 chords, but you're learning the minor and major version of them. So first we're going to learn A. With A, you use these 3 fingers. Some people use these 3 fingers, but that makes it very hard to do because these fingers are bigger and you have to put all your fingers in the same fret. But since these fingers are smaller, it's much easier. So your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger. You're going to take your 2nd finger and you're going to put it on the 4th string of the 2nd fret. You can take your 3rd finger, you're going to put it on the 3rd string of the 2nd fret. You're going to take your 4th finger and you're going to put it on the 2nd string of the 2nd fret. So these are all in the same fret. It's much harder for my fingers to fit like this, but if I use these 3 fingers, it's much easier. You're not going to play the top string, you're only going to play the 5 bottom strings, and you're going to play them one at a time to make sure you're doing them all correctly. Now, something I've recommended on this channel multiple times is trying to get your fingers as close to the frets as you can. You cannot do that with this finger. You cannot put it right up against the fret. Because if this one's up against the fret, these ones are past the fret. So what you want to focus on is this finger being as close to the fret as you can get it, and then this finger being as close to that finger, and this finger being as close to that finger as you can get them. That way they're all in the same fret. You're going to have to push down a little bit harder with this finger. That is A. Now for E minor, it's very simple from here. And that's why I'm doing E minor first. For E minor, lift your 4th finger and move both your fingers up 1 string. So your 2nd finger is on the 5th string of the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger is on the 4th string of the 2nd fret. This is E minor. You play all the strings. So A is this. And then when you lift this finger and bring these 2 up, 1 string each, then it's E minor. Play it one at a time to be sure you're doing it right. If one of them sounds muted, like that, that means that this finger isn't pressing down hard enough. Or if this one sounds muted, it means this finger isn't pressing down hard enough. That's E minor. Now, to do E major is very simple from here. Take your 1st finger and put it on the 3rd string of the 1st fret. And play 1 string at a time, you play all the strings. So this is E major, and this is E minor. This is E major. Then from E major, it's very simple to do A minor. Bring all your fingers down 1 string. They stay in the same frets, they all go down 1 string. Don't play the top string, play the 5 bottom strings. This is A minor. So A minor and E are very similar, and E minor and A are very similar. So here's A, here's A minor, here's E, and here's E minor. They're very simple. One of the reasons to learn A is because A is in the key of D. So with G, the main chords are G, C, and D. With D, the main chords are D, A, and G. The reason you want to learn E minor as well is because E minor is also for the key of G. It's a little less common, G, C, and D are the most common in the key of G, and then sometimes you'll see an E minor. The E minor is very simple to play. Now you know 4 more chords, continue learning chords, continue practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.